what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are in my shop currently, but we're going to be doing things just a little different tonight. So my buddy Matt is doing this crazy motor swap on his 91 YJ that I really think that y'all would like. I posted a teaser picture on my Instagram, and 24 hours ago it already has 1,000 likes and over 100 comments on it about this motor swap. So let's go check it out. All right, so this is my buddy, Matt. Say what's up.
What's up, guys?
Why don't you tell him a little bit about this motor here?
So, as y'all have seen off of Briley's Instagram page, I believe, this is a K24. It come out of a 2005 Acura TSX. Most of my Honda guys will know what I'm talking about as far as that goes. I've got a K-Power front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive intake manifold from K-Power Industries on it to convert it. Most guys use a throttle body off of a S2000, and they do a lot of modifications and stuff to it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a little bit easier just to go with the K-Power style of intake manifold simply because it's cast already. They provide a matching for an additional cost, of course. Throttle body, 74 millimeter throttle body that goes with their cast intake manifold. K-Series fuel rail, AN fittings off the fuel rail. We're going to be running AN fittings off of the, I believe we're going to be running AN fittings off of the cooler as well. We've got AN fittings off the transmission. It's got a GM 4L60E transmission on it. There's a trans plate on this thing that a company called Fabbot makes. They CNC it out of billet aluminum, and it's really, really nice. Everything lined up really, really good on it. It comes with the starter for it, so when you pull the flex plate from whatever GM you're using to mate up with the 4L60E transmission, the starter that they send you with the plate really, really helps. You don't have to source a starter, so it's really nice. Fabbot also makes a wiring harness that I'm going to use for this. I'm not sure they're going to be making it much longer, but I've got a wiring harness for the Jeep right here, and it comes from the same company that made the trans plate adapter to bolt up to the GM transmission. One of my best friends, Aaron, he, as y'all saw earlier, coated the whole inside of the tub of this Jeep. We'll walk over here and we'll look at that for a second. I know you're going to see some photos of it. But he coated the whole inside of the Jeep with a Wrangler liner earlier. It's a tan colored Wrangler liner. It's really, really nice. It's really sturdy. It sets up in about 24 hours, and it's really strong. So we don't really have to worry about breaking it, chipping it through all of our wild ass adventures that we like to go on. Other than that, Briley, is there anything else? I know there's gonna be more as we go on with the build, of course, and we'll get into that. But initial questions.
So what motor mounts are you using for this? I know a lot of people are going to be asking.
So the motor mounts, so as everybody can probably understand, this is a job that's not really been done, on a wide scale. There's not very many people that have done it.
If anybody
exactly.
This might be the first in the world K-swap Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can't find one. right? So we can't find one. Not saying that it hasn't been done, of course, but we can't find one online. So the thing that I wanted to do to kind of start out with this is I went online and I found just some generic motor mounts that looked long. This motor's a little bit more narrow than the original 2.5 that come out of it. The bottom end is a little bit more narrow, so I'm going to have a little more space between the block mounting plates on both sides of the frame rail than I would have if I had the old engine in it. So these mounts right here, they're just a generic 350 mount that come offline. There's multiple different styles of mounts that you can order and try. These just looked the best to me. They go right in. We'll be able to weld the base of the bracket to the part of the block, to the mounting plates of the block that I actually ordered from FabBot as well.
Nice.
And we're hoping that they go. We'll be able to mate them right up to it.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to get it in. Like I said, there's a lot of work that still got to be done. Right now, we can't find any information on it online, so about five of us guys are kind of putting our heads together. I've got most of the knowledge from the Honda side of this build. That's really where I'm gonna kind of shine. My other guys and stuff that I got, Ty over here that's being a smart ass and making jokes behind our back as we're filming, and then Aaron that's sitting here in the chair, and of course Briley. Everybody knows Briley, of course, from this is a little abnormal for sure. But I've got the background in the motor, which is why I wanted to use it. And anybody that sees this has ever had any kind of dealings with a K-Series on a Honda know that these things are pretty much bulletproof. They can be turboed on stock internals at low boost, and for the most part have a pretty good time with them. We're going to get this thing on the road. We're going to get it running. We're going to get it crawling.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some fun with it before we start.
Get it back running, then we'll worry about power.
Yeah, before we start turning to the power. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like and subscribe if you want to see this thing turboed.
For sure.
Any comments that y'all have on this, leave in the comments. So the next video that we do on this, I'll be answering a lot of the questions because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of them. So Matt has been working super hard on the K-swap on his YJ. And he said he's looked all over Google, all over forums, just seeing, different people that have K-swapped, other vehicles, especially Jeeps. And he hasn't really come up with any luck. So if you or somebody that has K-swapped a Jeep, please comment below. The next video that we'll be putting out on the YJ, I will be answering a lot of questions y'all put in the comments, so y'all stay tuned. But that's going to do it for this video. I really appreciate y'all watching. If you thought this swap, or if you think this swap is cool, or you're interested in it, please hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll check you on the next one.